We're previewing the main card of UFC 169. I'm Peter Loshak, and we're talking right now with Nick Kalikas from MMA, oddsmaker.com, and Reed Kuhn, who is a quantitative analyst of MMA fights. His website is Fightnomics.com, and he's written a book called Fightnomics. And right now we're going to discuss Ali Bagautinov and John Lineker. This is an interesting fight. Two great flyweights here, two heavy hitters, and very competitive line, right? Bagautinov is minus 125 and Lineker plus 105, so very competitive line. And in my research of this fight, I've seen some quantitative guys giving Ali a much bigger edge than the lines currently are. Is that how you see this one, Reed Kuhn?
Well, I think I might disagree on that one.
Okay.
Lineker is certainly dangerous with his hands. He's already logged a lot of knockdowns, which is pretty crazy. He's a flyweight. Bagautinov, also heavy hitter. He has a few knockdowns himself. The difference here, I think Lineker is going to be a little bit bigger, and he's also going to be the one that's pushing Ali B, as I like to call him, around the cage a bit. The hole on the game for Lineker is his head strike defense. It's very bad versus Bagautinov is actually very good at that, avoiding strikes. So that's an interesting trend on here. Whether or not this goes to the ground, I don't know. The Dagestani fighter is more likely to attempt the takedowns, but Lineker does have good takedown defense, so he should be able to keep the standing. I think what's interesting here is that the under for flyweights should be, reasonably priced. And these guys both hit like trucks. So if they get into a shooting match, one of them's going down. I'm actually slightly leaning towards Lineker, but I think in terms of the value pick, I think someone is going to finish this fight. And so an under of 2.5 rounds that is plus money would be, or even money would actually be a pretty good value. All
right. Well, right now I'm seeing the under 2.5 at minus 105, so it's right on the cusp. But yeah, I agree with you. These guys are real heavy hitters for flyweights. Nick Kalikas, very competitive line. Does that mean that you're getting a lot of action on both sides?
Yes, they are right away. And you know what? To me, this is a true pick'em fight. I opened it that way. It's staying that way. And it really is. I mean, both these guys are in title contention. With the win here, it shoots them up the ladder right away. So you have two quality flyweights going at it. And like you guys said, I mean, they both have so much knockout power. How fun is it to watch these guys go at it?
Yeah.
The first thing that Lineker has to do here, though, is make weight. I mean, the guy hasn't made weight. I can't remember last time he made weight, honestly. So that's one big battle he's got to do. He's got to win at the skill first to get that respect back from, I think, the hardcore fans. I mean, if the guy wants a potential title shot, he can't miss weight to get that shot. You know what I mean? So he has to prove to everybody that he can come in here, make the weight. Hopefully that means he's in great shape, great conditioning, because he does have a tendency to slow down as the fight goes on. And Ali's going to be a tough test, no doubt about it. So, I've been going back and forth on this fight as well, because I think that early on Lineker is going to have the edge. He pushes the pace. Ali's going to be backpedaling a little bit using his footwork. He's more of a counter striker.
Right.
And both these guys have good wrestling, good takedown defense, so it should neutralize each other out. So what you guys are saying with the under is tempting as well, because both these guys like to stand and bang, and we just mentioned the power that they have. So they're going to connect on each other, no doubt about it. But they are pretty tough. They've been rocked before, but they're tough as nails when it comes to holding on and fighting through troubled spots, especially Lineker. So interesting fight that really, like I said, is a true pick'em. I'm actually leaning a little bit more towards Lineker right now. No, I think the majority of the overall MMA public is leaning a little bit more towards Ali right now.
Right.
So we'll see if that changes back and forth, but definitely a two-way action type of fight, no doubt about it.
All right, Reed Kuhn, we know that if you had to bet this fight, you would take the under 2.5 at minus 105. But if you had to make a pick with Ali at the current lines, Ali minus 125, Lineker plus 105, which would you go with?
I'm leaning Lineker.
Okay.
And I think if the longer it goes, I think the more it favors Bagautinov. But I think Lineker is going to be more dangerous out of the gates, and he's got a very high pace. So round to round, he should be winning.